Hi guys, I'm back, and I'm doing a lore, as you can see, about Lee Sin. Now, I'm gonna start this lore, gonna comment a bit, and that'll be it. So, let's start. The actions of one may sunder the world, but the efforts of many may rebuild it. Lee Sin. As a young teen, Lee Sin was intent on becoming a summoner. His will and dedication were unmatched by any of his peers, and his skill drew the attention of Reginald Ashram, the League's High Counselor at the time. While studying at the Arcanum Majoris, Lee Sin became frustrated with his instruction paced for the other students. He spent his free time researching the nuances of summoning in hopes of graduating sooner. He made amazing advances in his arcane studies, surpassing all other students. By all indications, he would have become one of the League's greatest summoners, were it not for one terrible mistake. Too impatient, he attempted to test his ability by summoning a beast from the plagued jungles. What he summoned instead was a young boy, but not in one piece. He barely had time to look the boy in what was once his face before the jumbled human mass fell lifeless to the floor. A League investigation later revealed that the boy's entire village was obliterated by feedback from the ritual. Lee Sin's talents were so promising that the League was willing to overlook the incident, but he could never forgive himself. He left the institute and journeyed to the Shajin monastery for eternal repentance, swearing never to practice magic again. Years later, hoping to atone for his crime with martyrdom, he set himself ablaze as a protest of the Noxian occupation of Ionia. He remained alive in this state, enduring searing agony for weeks. His action paved the way for a league match wherein Ionia prevailed. By the time he was dozed, his eyes had been burned completely from their sockets. Hailed as a savior, he was reborn, and his will to act invigorated. He joined the League of Legends to continue his atonement with sweat and blood, a true monk's only possessions. Alright, so that was the story of Lee Sin, the blind monk. So gonna go for quick facts. I don't know, you've probably heard if you're a player from, I don't know, I think season 2. You should have probably seen the Lee Sin troll spotlight. Actually, the first spotlight, which was actually a joke from Riot about Lee Sin, that he was gonna be so OP and everything. Um, and actually, Lee Sin, he came out of nowhere in the game. He wasn't even announced that he was in the game. He was just there. He was just slipped under the major bug fixes and other patches and stuff, nerfs, buffs, and other things like that. So now I'm gonna pretty much recommend Lee Sin because I played Lee Sin a few times and he's damn good. Honestly, he is a very strong champion. He's almost everything. He fits every role well. You can pick him for almost every role except mid lane because he got nerfed a bit, then kind of mid lane fell off. But you still have top, jungle, even ADC and support functions with him. I mean, it functions. So, he's got a strong passive, which makes him a pretty good fighter. That gives him additional attack speed for every spell cast. And he's got a Q that is pretty much a good counter gap closer. So people can't escape you. He's got, well, a pretty good gap closer. His W safeguard, he can actually jump on wards, shrooms, everything, traps, anything. So have that in mind if you're playing Lee Sin. I mean, he's got a Z that deals, well, it doesn't deal a lot of damage, but it deals damage and it gives vision of his enemies and slows them down and everything. It's kind of good. And his ultimate, Dragon's Rage, is just something amazing. I mean, he kicks his enemy and bashes, and that enemy that is in flight from the power of Lee Sin's kick, just then he bashes into other allies of his and just knocks him up and just a lot amount of CC. I mean, Lee Sin actually has CC from his ultimate, which is kind of stunning. I mean, he has everything. He has damage, CC, sustain, his safeguard. If he recasts safeguard, he gains the additional lifesteal and spell vamp. That's kind of OP and everything. So okay, that would be it. I'm gonna close this for Lee Sin. That would be it. If I remember other stuff connected to Lee Sin, I'll add them down in the description. I'll write it down additionally in the description so you can see it, read it. Comment which champion you would like next for me to read. Do you have any questions connected to Lee Sin that I can answer? Give it a like, share it, spread the word about us. Honestly, that would be it. I really have to thank you guys for sharing these almost 7.5 minutes. So, see you guys next time.